Scene 1. Shut up! Blackout. Scene 2. I'm going to stop everything I'm doing and devote my life to preventing global warming. And I want you to do that too. You want me to do what? Stop everything you're doing and devote your life to preventing global warming.
Stop everything I'm doing! By any chance, are you referring to my egg production?
For example,
My egg production! Stop my egg production? No, I base my identity on it. Identity politics. Where are you when I need you? I can't stop my egg production. That's me.
yes, you can stop that. Don't lay eggs. Stop that. Instead, for example, plant trees to prevent the habitat of northern flying squirrels so they don't go extinct. Plant trees.
Plant trees to preserve the blah blah instead of laying eggs? Absolutely not. Oh look, that must be a chicken. She's planting trees to preserve the habitat of the northern flying squirrels. No one will recognize me. Plant trees to preserve blah blah to substitute for egg. For number 1, plant trees. Blah blah. There's too many syllables.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not ridiculous. Number 2, it's chicken and egg. Chicken and egg. Say the word egg, people immediately flash chicken. Say the word chicken, people flash egg. Automatic. It took me centuries to establish that neural network. Why do you want me to mess that up?
I want you to stop everything you're doing and work on preventing global... Where are you going?
To cross the road. Why does the chicken cross-gender the road? To get away from other chickens who tell her to stop laying eggs instead of plant squirrels.
Chicken!
Blackout.
Scene 3.
I'm stopping everything I'm doing in order to work all day, every day to prevent global warming. I'm asking you to do that too. Stop everything. Change track. Change goal. Change style. Change intention. Change clothes. Change daily schedule. Change daily income making. Change how you live, where you live, what you live on, live for. Take out your savings, cash in your stocks. Dismantle your car, get out your bike. Work full time on preventing...
Wait, I'm raising 3 kids. How am I supposed to just stop that?
I am a nurse. Am I supposed to stop taking care of my patients? Just abandon them?
I support my family. I can't just take off and
Help find homes for refugees in this country. I consider that equally important.
Stop that. Blackout.
Scene 4.
She wants me to give up my egg production and devote my life to planting squirrels. And what about the famous, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? That's my logo, my icon, my mantra. It calms me down in moments of low self-esteem, like now. Better. Thank you, Lee. It's been my marketing strategy. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? What comes first, the chicken or the egg? What comes first, the chicken or the egg? If you take that away, whole civilizations will collapse. Buildings will fall, or at least the second week of every college course called Philosophy 101 will be invalidated. Chicken or the egg? What's the world coming to? How will we think of cause and effect? Or the effect causing the cause, or the cause affecting the well, anyway, whatever it is that gets all those philosophy niggers into a twist. Give up my egg production and devote my life to planting squirrels.
Back up. Scene 5 by Kurt Vonnegut.
No reason why the simple shapes of stories cannot be fed into computers. They're beautiful shapes. This is the GI axis. Good fortune, ill fortune. Sickness and poverty down here, wealth and boisterous good health up here. Here's the very middle. Now this is the BE axis. B stands for beginning. E stands for electricity. Now this is an exercise in relativity, really. It's the shape of the curves is what matters and not their origins. So we'll start a little above average. Why get a depressing person? This whole thing we call man in hole. But it needn't be a man. And it needn't be about somebody getting into a hole. But it's a good way to remember it. Somebody gets into trouble, then gets out of it again. People love that story. They never get sick of it. Not copyrighted. Here's another story, also a beautiful curve and easily fed into a computer, called Boy Gets Girl. But it needn't be that. Just a way to remember it. Start on an average day, an average person, not expecting anything to happen. A day like any other. Find something wonderful, just loves it, oh goddamn loses it. Got it back again. People like that. Now, these are beautiful curves, and it gets a little complicated. Computer can now play chess, so I don't know why they can't digest this very difficult curve I'm going to draw for you now. It so happens that this is the most popular story in our civilization, Western civilization. We love to hear this story. Every time it's retold, somebody makes another $1 million. You're welcome to it. Yeah. Surprisingly enough, I've said it's depressing. People don't like stories about below average, but we're going to start way down here. Worse than that. Who is so low? It's a little girl. What's happened? Her mother has died. Her father has remarried a vile-tempered, ugly woman with 2 nasty daughters, big daughters. You've heard it? Anyway, there's a party at the palace that night. She can't go. Helps everybody else get ready. She has to stay home. Now, does she sink lower? No. She's a staunch little girl. And she has the maximum whack from fate, which is the loss of her mother. She can't go any lower than that. Okay, so the fairy godmother comes. Gives her shoes. Gives her stockings. Gives her mascara. Gives her means of transportation. Goes to the party. Dances with the prince. Has a swell time. Boing, 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 boing. Now that slight inclination to that line, as I've drawn it, because it takes perhaps 20 seconds, 30 seconds for the grandfather clock to strike 12. Does she wind up at the same level? Of course not. She will remember that dance for the rest of her life. She poops along at this level until Prince comes along, the shoe fits. She achieves off-scale happiness. You can draw storylines too.
Blackout. Scene 6.
Cigarette smoking. So what's the storyline? Cigarette smoking was totally acceptable up to the 1960s. Cigarette smoking was fine for your health, doctors say, and now it's not acceptable. It's not fine for your health. It's terrible for your health. A huge change. How long did that change take? Just 35 years? How did that happen? I don't know. But maybe something can be learned from that in order to think about stopping global warming. Timeline. Here goes. In the 1950s and 1960s, tobacco lobby controlled the discourse, saying the science of tobacco is uncertain, and the lobby called into question each medical and scientific finding about the undesirability of nicotine. Now here's the action. Watch the storyline. In 1964, Surgeon General officially recognized the risks of tobacco. Bang! 1965, Congress required all cigarette packages to carry warning labels. Boom! 1970, television and radio advertisements for smoking were banned. Crash! 1988, smoking is banned on US flights lasting 2 hours or less. Bing! 1998, 46 states agreed to accept a $206 billion settlement with the tobacco industry over public health costs connected to smoking. Boom, 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 boom. These bullet points show things happening. Are they causes of things changing? The effects of things changing but not listed here? How did that story happen? What is its shape?
Blackout. Scene 7 on the text by R.D. Lang, Knots.
Story shape, vicious circles. Number 1, assembly loop. We find ourselves in.
That which,
We are kept too busy to change that which we wish to change.
by that which we wish to change.
Which is
That which.
we find ourselves in.
Number 2, story shape in the US. A bunch of kids get killed in a school shooting. Everyone goes wild with outrage. The media is full of it. Kids protest. New laws and policies are An earthquake hits part of the country. People are trapped in terrible ways. The media is full of it. Emergency groups form to help the people who are trapped. New laws and policies are A bunch of kids get killed in a school shooting. Everyone goes wild with outrage.
Number 3, giant hand throws down seed in one corner and all the chickens run to it. Oh, looky here, corruption. That's terrible. I've got to do something about that. I'm going to get up bright and early tomorrow morning and email everyone about corruption. What a terrible thing it is. The hand throws seeds in a different part of the coop, and all the chickens run to that. What's this? Child sexual slavery? That's terrible. I've got to do something about that. I'm going to get up bright and early tomorrow morning. The hand throws seeds in a different part of the coop, and all the chickens run to that. Lack of gun control? That's terrible. I've got to do something about that. I'm going to get up bright and...
Blackout. Scene 8. An emergency room at the hospital.
Patients, ambulatory just in. Are intake rooms available? We're looking at some pretty serious FTJs.
God, we're full up. There's no room in the ER to sit, let alone intake rooms available. Nothing. Nada.
Dr. Glass, we need you to call triage.
So what do you got?
Full house. 10 victims sexual harassment. 22 school gun violence. 42 54 cases, global warming.
Okay, Trash. Victims of sexual harassment first, casualties from nuke second, gun violence third, global warmers bottom of the stack.
Okay, sexual harass, casualties, nuke, gunnies, global warmers.
That's it.
Global warmers last. What?
Lopez, he's the ER doctor. He calls triage. That's it.
Yeah, but global warming is a problem of the species, the whole species. The other things are not nearly on the same scale as that.
Look, you're a med student. When you get to be a big, strong emergency room doctor 100 years from now, then you'll get to call triage, okay?
There's not going to be 100 years from now. Global warming isn't put at the head of the stack. We've got to.
Blackout. Scene 9. Text by Mark Freeman.
The go, the food go, the food we stop. We go, the food we eat stop. We eat go, the food we eat is go, the food we eat is poison and stop. We eat go, the food we eat is poison and go, the food we eat is poison and the go, the food we eat is poison and the air go, the food we eat is poison and the air we stop. We go. The food we eat is poison and the air we breathe stop. We breathe go. The food we eat is poison and the air we breathe is go. The food we eat is poison and the air we breathe is foul stop. We breathe go. Experts stop. Experts go. Experts say go. Experts say this stop. Say this go. Experts say this go. Experts say this is go. Experts say this is necessary stop. Necessary go. This is necessary go. Say this is necessary go. Experts say this is necessary go. Experts say this is necessary for go. Experts say this is necessary for the sake of our stop. Our go. Experts say this is necessary for the sake of our economy. Go. So, stop. So, go. So, don't go. So, don't worry. Stop. Don't worry. Go. So, don't worry about go. So, don't worry about things. Stop. Things. Go. So, don't worry about things like stop. Like. Go. Like that. So go, like that, so don't worry, go. Worry about things like that, so stop, go. The food we eat is go. Poison, the food we stop, go. The air we breathe is go. Foul, the air we stop, go. Experts say this is necessary, go. This is necessary for experts, say this is necessary, go. This is necessary for experts, go. The food we eat is poison and the air we breathe is foul. Experts say this is necessary for the sake of our economy, so don't worry about things like that, stop, go.
Blackout. Scene 10.
Now, what are your goals in life?
I don't like that sentence.
Okay, let me put it this way. Imagine you have a job, something you love to do. You wake up in the morning, go to the job you love, it pays well. What might that job be?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Ashamed of myself?
In my apartment house, or the shackles as we call it, there was a raccoon who lived under the building. Someone, a shackler, called the animal police and they came and trapped it. The raccoon.
Are you saying I'm trapping you?
Good. You're trying to make a correlation. Good. But the correlation is not around the word or activity of trapping. It's around the word or activity of raccoon. Or raccooning.
You feel yourself a raccoon?
I'm
the raccoon?
It got away, by the way. Yes, you did. You can do it. Attaboy.
I don't feel myself trapped.
Correlate is the raccoon.
I don't feel myself a raccoon. Besides, raccoons are going extinct, right?
How can you even say that?
Say what?
X. X.
Extinct?
Stop that!
What's the matter with X?
My ears, they cry. Hey, how does it end, by the way?
What?
What are your goals, etc.? What's the end?
All right. You tell us what you want to do. We set up training. Then you get a paying job. You hold it down. You earn good money, a nice apartment, a car, pay your bills.
The end!
No. Meet some nice person, get married, have children, nice vacations.
End?
No. You get older, you retire. You're free to do what you want.
Old? Free to do what I want. Now you're lying.
No. You visit your grandkids, go bowling with your old buddies.
The end! I die, right?
Well, everybody does. It's the steps of what you did before.
No thanks. Let's skip that part.
Which?
The whole thing. How many minutes left?
Well,
Okay. Okay, my goals, or something like that. Okay, in my little room in the shackles, public housing, thank you very much. And then one corner of temporary job. That's what I have.
2 more months.
Great. Southeast corner.
After 2 months, if you don't have a job,
Southeast corner. 10 a.m. The sun comes into my corner. The room is warm, and I fit right into the corner, and I can look out and I see a huge amount of squirrels leaping in the branches right next to my window, or sliding down the trunks. I see teeny blackbirds. They look right at me. I see them.
well, you certainly notice animals. Raccoon and now squirrels. Now, professionally, ever think of...
No,
You know what?
not veterinary.
Okay, but this is the second time you brought up animals.
The correlate is that I see. Seeing is the correlate, not squirrel. This guy is correlate blind.
Okay, seeing, looking. There's a lot of professional possibilities.
Not photography. I give up.
John, you're obviously a very intelligent person.
How would you know? Sir, time is running out between us.
Well, no need to get dramatic. We might need to reschedule another...
Too late. We'd agreed to talk. Raise hope. At some point, it's got to matter. We've got to meet the hopes we've raised. We've got to make good on those hopes. You and I, we haven't. Face it. Look, I've got friends who have given up on talking. They've closed that window. They've learned that to talk gives away what's worth it. And I'm about to close that window too. Don't reschedule. Don't say you're sorry. Don't ask me to say I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. Don't write down non-compliance. Face it.
Well, I would like to reschedule another session. Is there a time?
Black Eye. Scene 11 timeline storyline.
2099. Temperature rise above pre-industrial baseline, 7 degrees Celsius. But once we're high energy consuming societies, though diminished in number, redevelop an integrated affinity and symbiotic relationship with local ecosystems. Bioregions, they come to be known as. 50% of the forests are regreened and forested. The rate of temperature rise begins to lessen. There is hope that it'll flatten in a century's time. 2068, temperature rise 5 degrees Celsius. Metropolises that haven't significantly powered down descend in rapid decline. City heat traps become unbearable, Populations disperse in search of livable environments. World population has peaked at 9 billion. 2034. Temperature rise 3 degrees Celsius. Water scarcity becomes a common concern. Large cities are routinely ransacked by natural disasters, which are no longer described by most societies as natural, but human influenced and amplified. Patriarchy and racism begin to be transcended in some of the high energy using societies. 2019. Temperature rise 1 degree Celsius. Fractured margins of society, the regions of industrialized societies already pillaged, disregarded, and forgotten by capital and its market forces, survive in pockets. After much experimentation, trial, and error, they begin to achieve a level of self-reliance that enables the restoration of ecosystems. Former middle class quintessentials like Detroit lead the way. People begin to produce basic necessities again, like clothing. Information and publishing systems are beginning to decentralize and come under the control of the users. Direct actions taken by the population centers focus not only on oppositional politics, but constructive designs focusing on local empowerment. Demonstrations are not only protests, but proposals for other ways and other worlds.
Blackout. Scene 12.
In almost every difficult situation, there's room to hide, to duck. There's a way to not really face it or to postpone facing it. There's wiggle room. Drinking that last sip of delicious coffee, sitting at my desk, I will open up the computer. But in a few minutes, when I feel like it, don't rush me. In order to find the email telling me whether I got the job, the grant, the prize, or not. Face it, yes, but when I want to, when I'm ready, some wiggle room, please. Honey, could you get that phone? If it's Kevin, can you tell him I'm not home? I really can't deal with him now. Do you mind? Thanks. Asking for wiggle room, please. But then there's those few situations when I have to face it. No wiggle room, no please. Beforehand, prop myself up with platitudes and sayings. Glass half empty, every disaster hides possibility, God never gives us more than we can handle. But look at these sayings, these blankets, these duck and cover. With pity, the old things trotted out once more for whatever modicum of comfort they offer. But these sayings are there to diffuse the pain, to distract me from the moment when it must be I who faces what must be it. Face it, when I can't duck. I'm out in a freezing wind, blowing straight at me, my child in my arms. I try to shield her, shield myself, look around desperately for shelter, but there's none. There's no other place to go, no place else. Face it. I want to send someone in my stead to brave the wind, the news, the difficulty, the terror. Please, could someone else go? But no, no one else. Else can't go. It's got to be me. I sit in the doctor's office and I listen when she tells me my lover has terminal cancer, my unborn child is deformed, my mother has Alzheimer's, there's nothing we can do. I want to lower my face, hide my head, close my ears, go ahead, let them say what they want, but let me not be there to hear it. The animals I have betrayed hold my head steadfastly in place. Face it. The plants I have relentlessly damaged now prop my chin, my head in place. Face it. Face it, to be told something larger than any reply to it I can make. Face it, to be told something for which there is no turnaround response, no negotiation, no bargaining, no what are my options, no Amazon Prime, no two for the price of one, no put it on my credit card, no maybe I can write it off in my tax, call it a charitable donation. No. All my training as a consumer won't prepare me for this. Face it. Face it. Face it. We are in the midst of mass extinction events where approximately 90% of species will go extinct in a geologically short time. Face it. By 2100, predictions say that the population will be 4 billion more people than now. Face it. Approximately 84 of large, low areas of land will be lost to sea level rise. Face it. Face
doing in order to work all day, every day to prevent global warming. I'm asking you to do that too. Stop everything you're doing in order to prevent global warming. Stop everything. Change track, change goal, change style, change intention, change clothes, change daily schedule, change daily income making, change how you live, where you live, what you live on, live for, change, take out your savings, cash in your stocks, dismantle your car, get out your bike, work full time on preventing global warming.
Wait, I'm raising 3 kids. How am I supposed to just stop that?
I'm a nurse. Am I supposed to stop taking care of my patients? Just abandon them?
I support my family. I can't just take off and
I help find homes for refugees in this country. I consider that equally important.
Stop that.